Hello everyone. Thank you for your coming to this presentation. Let me introduce myself. My name is Arta Ernawati Octavia Purba. The purpose of the presentation is so that you can know how to apologizing to someone. I will start and hope you enjoy it. Admitting that you did or said something wrong and then apologizing to someone for it can be nerve-wracking and scary. Here are some tips that can make it a little easier. This can help if you need to apologize to someone and then you don't know the best way to express yourself in a difficult situation. And then you find it hard to get stuff off your chest. Now, I want to tell you why saying sorry so hard. Everyone behave badly sometimes, even good people. Unfortunately, when you are faced with owning up to their bad behavior, your brain has to work overtime to convince that you are the one in the wrong. That's not a pleasant experience. Apologizing is hard because we don't want to feel bad about ourselves. We try to have a positive image of ourselves and our need to protect that can make sincerely apologizing. Now, why owning up to our mistakes is important. Not being able to own up to our mistakes and to apologize sincerely to someone when need to can harm every area of our life, including in the workplace, the classroom, and our relationship. It can also prevent us from growing and learning from our experience. Now, how steps for saying you are sorry? Number one, before you do anything, practice self-affirmation. It's important to start by saying a positive words to yourself. This is known as self-affirmation and has a positive impact on the way you to see yourself. Self-affirmation has been shown to improve self-confidence and self-esteem while reducing stress and anxiety. Reflect on your values and your great personal qualities, such as your talents and hobbies, your success at work or school, or the positive ways you treat family members and friends. For example, you could say to yourself something like, I'm great at coming up with creative ideas, or I'm kind towards everyone I meet. Using self-affirmation before offering someone an apology can make help your apology more genuine and sincere. By reminding yourself of your good qualities, you're letting your work down and showing yourself that, hey, there are so many great things about you. One mistake doesn't change anything. Number two, spell out why you want to apologize. It might sound obvious, but the first part of an apology is to clearly state what you have done before saying you say sorry for it. It also shows the other person that you understand what you want. It might be helpful to rehearse exactly what you're going to say before you apologize. For example, you might say, I snapped at you yesterday. Number three, admit you are wrong. It's important to show the other person that you are willing to take responsibility for your action and to admit that you are wrong. For example, you might say, it was wrong of me to talk to you the way I did. Number four, acknowledge the other person's feelings. A good apology includes showing you're aware of how your action have impact the other person. This tells them you understand why they feel hurt. For example, you might say, I understand you must have feel upset, angry, and confused. Number 5, say you are sorry. Show that you are sincere with a pain or I'm sorry. Keep it simple and don't take a bath onto the end of that sentence. Number 6, ask them to forgive you. Ask for forgiveness by saying, I know it will take time, but I hope we can still be friends. Or, is there anything I can do to make this right? This lets the other person know that your relationship with them is really important to you. And then, show that you are sorry. Showing, not just saying, that you regret what you have done is an important part of apologizing. If possible, think about how you can fix problem and make things right. For example, if you lost or broke something that belonged to someone else, you could help them replace it. However, some things can be fixed, such as when you said something hurtful to a friend. In this instance, the best thing to do is to make sure it doesn't happen again and to show by your action that you're sincerely sorry. If you realize that there is a problem that you can work on, you could also mention this to show that you are taking steps to make sure it doesn't happen again. For example, you might say, I realize that I struggle with controlling my anger and it's not fair to other people when I snap at them. I'm trying to be more aware of when this happens. It takes a lot of courage to admit that you've made a mistake and to apologize for it. It feels scary at first, but in the long run, learning how to do this sincerely can improve your relationship with the people around you. You've got this. Now, what can I do? Number one, rehearse what you're going to say before you start to apologize. If you want to say sorry but you feel too anxious, you might think about putting your apology in writing. Number two, after you apologize, give the other person some time to think about what you have said. Then check in with them later to see how they are feeling. Number three, head to the reach out forums for more advice and tips. Explore other topics. It's not always easy to find the right place to start. Our What's on Your Mind tool can help you explore what's right for you. Okay, everyone, that is all my presentation. I hope you like it, and I want to thank you for you because for your attention, ladies and gentlemen.